Alright guys, what's going on? Kublai here, and today in this video I will be talking about shit I love about my daily driver. Alright, so this is my daily driver. I've been owning this car for almost 4 months now. I've driven over 5,000 kilometers with it, so I think it's the right time now to review it, at least to talk about what I love about this car. And next time in another video I will be talking about shit I hate about this car. All right, so let's go for a drive and talk about all I love about my daily driver and what my daily driver is all about. Woohoo! You haven't seen anything. All right, here we go on the main road. Slowly, I promise. All right, so here we go. Did you hear the blow off? I love this car. This is my daily driver. My daily driver is a 2003 Toyota Caldina GT4, which you may already know if you are a JDM enthusiast, a Japanese car enthusiast. It has the same All-Trac transmission as the Celica GT4, which was very famous back in the days, back in the 90s and even 2000s. And so the same transmission as the Celica GT4 and the same engine, but with more power. It has the very famous 3S GTE petrol engine, a 2-liter 16-valve turbocharged engine, which puts out in this car at least 260 horsepower and 324 Newton meters of torque, stock of course. All right, so it's very easy to mod this engine and to reach 300 horsepower or even more. It's very easy. They say this car, this engine can handle up to 400 horsepower very easily, without the need to rebuild the engine. So it's a very good engine. It sounds very well for a 4-cylinder engine. It has a very nice turbo whistle and the blow off, of course. So I do have a blow off. This car has a few mods, but anyway, without the mods, let's say stock 260 horsepower is what you get. Not bad at all. All right, that's the first thing I like about this car. It's the engine. It's quite fast as well, you know. This car pulls as hard as a Honda S2000 first generation. Okay, it accelerates as fast as a Honda S2000 first generation with the 2-liter naturally aspirated VTEC 240 horsepower engine. All right, it's pretty fast because I do consider the Honda S2000 to be a very good car. It's a sports car. This car is more like a sports wagon, you know. It's between a sports car and a station wagon, you know, maybe the two together combined. But anyway, so this car is pretty fast. It's enough, at least for me as a daily driver. It has, and I love it, a very good transmission, the All-Trac transmission, which is considered to be at least, if not better than the, at least as good, if not better than the Subaru transmissions. It has a LSD, a limited slip differential, which will allow you to do power slides. If you like steering, you will love this car for sure, especially here in Russia. We get it all. We get snowy roads, icy roads, wet roads, name it, all kind of slippery roads. So if you have got a permanent 4-wheel drive, this car is a permanent 4-wheel drive with an LSD here, you will enjoy your time, you will love your time staying around here in Russia. Apart from that, what do I like about this car? This car is very good looking, at least in my view, especially in this very rare color. So you have to know this is a very rare car. It's a very difficult car to find. It's even rarer in this kind of color. It's easier, at least, to find a GT4, a Caldina GT4 in Russia, in white, in black, in gray. but when it comes to finding a red one or a blue one, it's almost impossible. So I was very happy, I was very lucky to find this car in this color. All right, so I love this car. I love the way this car looks in this blue color, especially with the black rims the previous owner did put on this car. It fits the car very well, I have to say. Okay, so black rims, blue car, I love it. It's all what I love, you know. It's very, I find it very aggressive, and it's not really a sports car, but it handles almost like a sports car, you know. I've tried, you know, I've driven plenty of cars. I've driven Subarus, I've driven Audis, etc. And a Impreza or a Forester STI wouldn't impress me, or a Legacy Spec B wouldn't impress me with this car. This car handles at least as good, really. That's a good point. This car as well has plenty of room, you know. It's the trunk is big. I can travel. I love road trips, so I can travel with at least 2 suitcases. There's plenty of room in this car. It's not a small car. You know, I was talking about in this video, I told you about the Honda S2000. Now the Honda S2000 is a very good sports car, but I wouldn't travel with a Honda S2000, and it's too small, you know. And in this car you get plenty of room to travel, to relax. It's just a big car, and it's all I need as a daily driver. You know, when you as a daily driver, you don't want to drive a small sports car, which, okay, it will be plenty of fun. I agree with that, but it's better to have a sports wagon, I think, at least, you know. So that's another thing I like about this car, and that's why I bought this car in the first place. You know, I didn't want to buy a small coupe as a daily driver. Of course, I'm now thinking about one more car, a sport coupe, or very sport-oriented car, more aggressive sports car. But as a daily driver, this car fits very well, you know. I love this car, really. I love this car. It's one of the best cars I've ever owned, and I've owned Audis, I've owned some other cars, very good cars, BMW, etc. But this car is by far one of the best cars I've owned so far. Even though this car is getting old, it's a 2003 model, it's a very old, it's already a 18-year-old car, but it doesn't feel like a 20-year-old car, you know. It feels still modern. It's very comfortable. I forgot to say, it's very comfortable. You don't feel the road, and yeah, that's it basically. It handles well. It's fun. It does power slides. It pulls well. It has an automatic transmission, which is better in my view for a daily driver. For example, if you get stuck in the traffic jam, or if you travel for hours, it's better to have an automatic transmission. Okay, so an automatic transmission has its pros and its cons. Of course, for a weekend car, I would prefer a manual transmission, and most likely for my weekend car, I will have a manual transmission. But as a daily driver, an automatic transmission is just what you want to have in your car, and it's pretty torquey as well. So yeah, good car. I was very lucky to find this car, but this car is so rare, even here in Russia. By the way, this is a Japanese car. It's a JDM car, a real Japanese car, and that adds some, you know, something more to this car, you know, something more epic to this car. I'm driving a genuine Japanese car, not a Japanese car assembled somewhere in Europe or in the US. No, this is a Japanese car, made in Japan, built in Japan, and it was meant to be Japanese. All right, so it adds something more, flavor, a Japanese flavor. I really enjoy while driving this car. Okay, so that's all for today. Smash the like button if you like the Caldina GT4 as well, the JDM Toyota Caldina as well. Tell me what you think in the comments here. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about this car, what you like, don't like about this car. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, to share this video with people from other car enthusiasts, JDM enthusiasts, Japanese car enthusiasts. And next time I will be talking about what I hate about this car. That's all for now. I wish you a good one, and that's it. Talk to you soon, guys.